Medford with Medford Knife and Tool. Knives on the table today are for Jennifer and Dean at Helacious. They were just at Blade Show. They're back and they are ready to kick it already. So they are in Lake Wylie, South Carolina. Website is helacious.com. That's HELACIOUS.com. And that's probably your best bet. They're in Lake Wylie, South Carolina again. And let's see what beautiful stuff we have headed their way today. All right, I'm going to start at the low end of the spectrum here, the smaller knives. We have a micro Praetorian T. As you can see, the blade stamped with a 3. That means CPM 3V. Tumbled Tanto, PVD handles, blue hardware, and that's a standard blue clip. If it were brushed, you'd see much shinier pop to it. So that's a micro T Tanto, and then we have a micro T, also 3V tumbled drop point, tumbled handles with flamed hardware and clip. So I call this a flamed Terminator. Terminator blade handle spring with flamed hardware and clip, and that's got an NP3 breaker. Then we have the Smooth Criminal. This is kind of cool. It's sometimes nice to get a comparison because we don't have knives side by side to see what it looks like, the Smooth Criminal versus the Micro. As far as overall length, they are pretty darn close. I'd say the Smooth Criminal has a tip more, maybe about a little under a ½ inch longer. And keep in mind that the Smooth Criminal has an aluminum frame, so it is one of our aluminum. The Swift is another one. So that's our Smooth Criminal, crimson red handles, flamed hardware and clip, and a tumbled blade. This one here is super cool. MIDI Marauder. It has 2 unique facets to it. One is the Magna Cut. You see the M on the blade, tumbled Tanto, and this is an acid-etched flamed handle. Very cool procedure we do in-house here, as we do almost everything. Bronze hardware, a standard blue spring, and they did the faced and flamed etching on the clip as well. Very, very cool process. Here's a Praetorian Slim. This is a Damascus, Chad Nichols Damascus blade. It's a Tanto. The sculpting on this, it's PVD handles with a jasmine fade in silver. So it's a really nice complement to the blade. Black and silver on everything. Standard PVD clip and silver hardware. So that's our Praetorian Slim Flipper Damascus. Then we have an M48. This is bronze hardware against our hunter green aluminum handle. Got the cool tank tracks M48 stamped on the blade. It has Made in USA on the spine. It has 4 stars stamped on the back of the blade for the 4-star patent general, and then his dog laser engraved on the clip. So really cool little details on this knife that make it unique. That's the M48. Full-size Marauder. We still have a few of these coming through. Now, Helacious was at Blade Show, and there were a few knives at the show that we brought specifically for the trunk show, and a lot of these are what they picked up at the show. So S35, that's a satin drop point, bronze handles with brushed grooves and scallops, standard hardware, a brushed clip that has bronze. So you see bronze around the perimeters, and on the underbelly, brushed silver. So 2-tone, full-size Marauder. This sports the fat blade. That's a .26 0-inch blade, and just a very, very cool, classic, no over-the-top sculpting. I dig that. That's cool. Second full-size Marauder. This one has been sculpted, and we've maybe done 2 other sculpts like this, and I would probably refer to this as a texturing effect. We're calling this a lotus tree, and that's all hand done. Not easy to do. It doesn't look like it's got significant amount of heavy sculpting done to it, but as far as the detail work, it's pretty advanced. So lotus blossom tree, bronze hardware, also on the spring and bronze clip. Very, very cool. And it's interesting, this is our new tumbled finish. I think this is before we took it down from the extended time on the machine, so now we have dropped it down a little bit. So this is almost a mirror finish, but that is our tumbling process. So very cool point of interest. 3V tumbled drop point blade with the lotus blossoms on the handle and spring. Last one on the table is the USMC Fighter Flipper, and this is black and bronze. So it's kind of like the reverse tuxedo. Instead of tumbled handles, it's bronze. So bronze tuxedo, that's kind of a cool name for it. PVD blade, hardware, pommel, and clip with bronze handles. You'll notice the only piece of hardware on this knife that is not treated is the ball on the clip. and that's a tolerance piece. It's pressed in there very tightly, and we don't want to coat that or do anything to it because it affects the performance. That does not roll. That is merely so that when you pull the knife in and out of your pocket, it doesn't abrade the jeans. It's got a nice smooth roll to it. So that's a USMC fighter flipper. Super cool, badass knife. And again, these are all headed to Dean and Jennifer at Helacious in Lake Wylie, South Carolina. Reach out to them, see if you can get your hands on some stuff. Keep watching the videos. Until the next time, peace.